Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, bringing you Mail Monday, a weekly series where I take a look at your comments, tweets, and YouTube messages and give my replies. So let's get this going. This one's a bit long, so I'll paraphrase it. He had osteosarcoma in his leg, a type of bone cancer. It threatened his life. He managed to get by it. Now he has a large scar on his leg, and he's concerned about his relationship with the people around him, about his therapy. He has a hard time, thinking back about the chemo without it impacting his mental state, and he's not sure. He says things like, "I can't be a good friend anymore because I can't sprint and play the fun sports I used to play." And so this is a tough spot, but I think it's one of those things where, because you're in the midst of this situation, you can't see how crazy you're being. Your friends are not your friends based on your ability to run and sprint, right? That's not what they're looking for in you. Your friends are your friends because they enjoy your time. They enjoy the things you have to say. They trust you and the things that make friendships. Certainly not your top speed when you lace up the running shoes. What I think you should do maybe is, share some of these feelings with the people around you, whether that be your parents or your friends or whatever, and get the support system that you need from your in real life people. That's a big deal. When people recover from chemo, it's not just a physical thing, right? There's a mental aspect to it too, and that's your next step. Yeah, so. You've just come out of chemo. You've just beaten cancer. You're probably, weak compared to what you used to be. You're probably, depressed compared to where you normally are. And that's normal, right? As you come out of this thing, then you're going to start working on your mental health, your physical health, and you'll be a new man at the end of the summer. So live it up. You deserve a vacation. You just beat cancer, and that's your next step, man. I've seen it in my brother twice, and this spot that you're in, this sort of mental recovery, is just phase 2 of cancer recovery, man. And you'll do it. So I wish you the best of luck. So this letter's awesome. I'll read it to you. Hey, Woody, I wanted to write you quickly about a topic I've seen addressed in a few of your videos, or maybe it was a few painkiller alreadys. You guys brought up stories about kissing cousins. There was certainly a negative tone of voice in the conversations. I remember you telling a story about a guy that had kissing cousins in the family. Dan has kissing cousins somewhere in his family. People on the podcast laughed and discussed how strange and or wrong it was. And here's where the cool part starts. I wanted to say that I am a kissing cousin and have been for 2 years now. The common misperception is that this is a bad thing. It's not actually at all. I think it's funny that there's big movement towards supporting gay couples, which I support, but there's no acceptance of cousin couples in society. Actually, cousin marriage is legal in almost every state in America, which is far more than gay couples, and fully legal nearly everywhere else in the world. Yet somehow people still laugh at the idea of kissing cousins. I hope that you take away from this email because I think that people need to start being sensitive towards this topic. There are far more kissing cousins in the world than you think. And I'm sure that you imagine it as being rather depressing to be people constantly harassing the idea of kissing cousins. Maybe you could put this in an upcoming Mail Monday. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a million regarding this and at least pondering the topic, Anonymous. So, we will not be swayed by your cousin kissing propaganda. No, more seriously, I don't know. I looked into how many states it was legal in, and what I saw wasn't that it was nearly every state, but it was a significant amount. It was like 13 states or 20 states or something like that. Kissing cousins is not as outlawed as I thought it was. And my take on this and lots of other similar matters is that provided there are no victims, I don't care. Now, with kissing cousins, there's this notion that if there's too much of it, then the kids are the victims. That they're more likely to have exacerbated problems genetically because you don't get that dilution in the gene pool. But you know what? Dilution in the gene pool? What am I talking about? I don't know what I'm talking about. If there's no victims in this thing, you've got my support. Heck, you can do it with a panda if that's your thing. Yeah, because obviously. If it's with a bear, it's consensual, right? There's no getting around that. So, provided that everything is there's no health risks in this, then kiss away. I wish you the best. Hey, Woody, I don't consider myself a girl gamer, just a girl that plays games. I play some games with my guy friends from school. They think it's cool I play COD and don't treat me any differently than they did before I knew I played. Recently played Search and Destroy and Modern Warfare 2 with them, and they were in the lobby talking and stuff. I got a ton of messages from guys asking for my Facebook. One guy even asked me if I would show him my boobs, and he sent me a picture of his unit. Why do guys treat girls like this that they meet on the Xbox? I mean, my guy friends from school don't treat me that way. I just don't get it. So, girl gamers, let's talk. As far as why guys treat you that way, shucks, I wish I had a better answer than they're idiots. And you know, you add anonymity with, you know, guys who are naturally idiots, and this is what you get. Asking for pictures of your boobs is actually quite mild in comparison to the things that I hear on a daily basis. You stand out, you know, when you're a girl gamer, and when you stand out, you get all kinds of positive and negative attention. So good luck with that. I will say this, though, on the topic of girl gamers. Just as often, it's not the guys, in my experience, it's not the guys who act crazy. It's the girls. You know, I've had so many girls, you know, jump into a lobby and say, yes, I'm a girl. Yes, I'm actually a girl. Did you guys know that I'm a girl? Have you seen my girlness? And, from my perspective, we're like, yeah, you know, half the population has managed to be a girl. It doesn't make you special. Knock it off. You're just a regular person. Stop begging for my attention. Although it sounds like that's not you, and that's awesome. But yeah, the whole thing about an extreme minority like that getting too much attention, I wish I knew the solution. It sounds like these guys were idiots, and it sounds like some of the girls I've run into are idiots too. But girl gamers, cool with me. Woody, there's this girl at my school and she gave me a BJ, and now she's telling everyone at my school that I have a small dick, even though I'm rolling on 8 inches. What should I do? Please respond, Mail Monday. Clearly, the obvious answer here is to offer your BJ reception services to a wider variety of girls. And, with that, you can, what am I saying? Man, I don't know what to do. Now she's spreading rumors about you. And I love your counter rumor that you're rolling 8 inches. Come on, dude. We're all guys here. You know it's not. Like, what measuring stick are you using? Maybe it is. Who the hell knows? But, girls spread rumors like this. Don't worry about it. This sort of thing fades quickly. Maybe your next girlfriend, if things go that way, will fix the rumors. I'm not sure, but I thought your letter was funny, so I thought I'd include it. And you know what? If it just as a snappy comeback, that whole offering your BJ reception service to a wider variety of people. That might do the trick. That might be the comeback that you're looking for. Puberty troubles in school dance. I'm 13 years old, almost 14. I'm having quite a few problems with puberty in terms of I'm quite a late bloomer. I saw a growth doctor and she said my bone age is 2 to 3 years younger than my actual age, meaning I'm 14, but my body's acting like it's 11 or 12. Anyway, my friends are big going through puberty and I'm stuck in this little body. I managed to get over all the short jokes and the like, but my real problem is that I have a school dance in a couple weeks. And I'm really self-conscious and I'm wondering if you think I should go or not. I don't know. I don't want to be thought of that midget late developer guy. Thanks. I wanted to hear your advice. P.S. How was your experience with this kind of thing? So growing up, I was also kind of a late bloomer. Maybe, 2 years or a year and a half behind what I thought the norm was. And heck with the norm, that was never the goal in the first place, right? It felt like I was, 3 or 4 years behind, my desired effect, which was, biggest, strongest kid, around. And it's tough, isn't it? I remember sitting in health class, gym class, kind of envying guys with hairy legs. Like I had just a little bit around my ankles, and these guys were rocking like grown-up legs. And then of course there's all sorts of things. I would, as gay as this might sound, I would look at other people's body development and wish that mine was on the same pace that theirs was. So I feel your pain. I get that. And then I also know that at least to some way that it cuts down on how girls look at you, and that kind of stinks as well. But all I can tell you is to sort of hold your head high, be this confident guy who seems to not care what other people think, and that is a really attractive trait, and it's about the only thing that you can control. I expect that like most late bloomers, you're just a late bloomer, not a non-bloomer. And, by the end of your high school career, then you'll be back on track and it won't be such a big problem. Until then, carry yourself with confidence, hold your head high, do the things you want to do, and don't let what other people think of your pubes impact, or bones or whatever impact how you feel about yourself. All right, and the last thing is two videos I've had up recently. One, the top one, best player on YouTube. There's a free-for-all tournament. I think we're looking at running it on the 18th, although it's not really that set up yet, at a time that's friendly for US and Europe and hopefully everyone because it's Saturday. So there'll be probably just famous YouTubers playing together all night long. It'll be really cool, but during that time, we'll also do a little free-for-all and figure out who the best skilled on the stick is or whatever it is that free-for-all proves, and that should be a neat thing. The last thing is easy mode engaged. I play with an SMG on Ground War, which I found to be pretty straightforward to do, and because and I give my tips for succeeding in Ground War. So I hope you enjoy the videos.